Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you've chosen to be here to spend this time with yourself. Today, we're going to explore something beautiful, something your body already knows intimately, the language of pleasure. This isn't about grand gestures or intense experiences. It's about the quiet whispers, the gentle currents that flow through you every moment. Pleasure speaks through the warmth that spreads across your skin, the steady rhythm of your heartbeat, and the subtle movements of your breath. It's a language of connection, a dialogue between your body and your mind. In this gentle guide, we'll embark on a journey inward. We'll explore how your body feels, how your mind listens, and how your emotions respond to these delicate signals. The true essence of pleasure isn't found in intensity, but in awareness. It's about tuning in to the symphony that is already playing within you. As you listen, I invite you to breathe slowly and deeply. Allow the sound of my voice and the meaning of these words to settle into your body like soft rain on quiet earth. This is your moment. A moment to reconnect, to rediscover, and to simply be. Let's begin with your skin, your body's largest and most communicative organ. It wraps you, protects you, and serves as your primary interface with the world. Think about it. Every brush of air against your cheek, every touch of fabric on your arms sends a cascade of signals through your nervous system. Beneath the surface of your skin, countless tiny sensors, known as mechanoreceptors, are constantly on alert. They awaken with any contact, translating physical pressure into electrical impulses. These impulses travel up your spine to your brain, a journey that happens in a fraction of a second. Your brain then deciphers these messages, interpreting them as sensations we recognize: comfort, curiosity, calm, or even excitement. Touch is our first language. Long before we could form words, we understood the world through touch. It's the language that tells your brain you're safe. It's the one that grounds your mind, reminding you that you are present in this very moment, right here, right now. Every sensation carries an emotional undertone. Each soft pulse, each gentle movement has a story to tell. Our preferences are as unique as we are. Some of us find comfort in a consistent, predictable rhythm, a steady beat that soothes the nervous system. Others thrive on variety, subtle shifts in pressure, surprising changes in temperature, or the introduction of a new texture. There is no right or wrong way to feel. Every signal is unique because every body tells a different story. As you continue to listen, bring your awareness to your own body. Without judgment, just notice. Do you feel warmth anywhere? Perhaps it's a gentle glow in your chest, a comfortable heat in your hands, or the soft warmth of the air you exhale. This simple act of noticing, of becoming aware, is the very starting point of connection. When you begin to truly listen to these internal signals, pleasure transforms from a fleeting feeling into a profound form of understanding. It becomes your body's way of affirming its existence, of saying with quiet confidence, I am here. I am alive. It's a return to the self, a homecoming. Let's deepen this awareness. Think about the concept of rhythm. Our lives are governed by it. The rising and setting of the sun, the turning of the seasons, the ebb and flow of our own energy throughout the day. Your body has its own internal rhythms too. The most prominent, of course, is your heartbeat. Can you feel it? You don't need to press your fingers to your wrist. Just bring your attention inward to the center of your chest. You might feel a gentle, persistent thrumming. That is your life's rhythm, a constant companion since before you were born. Your breath also has a rhythm. Is it fast or slow, deep or shallow? Notice how the rhythm of your breath changes with your emotional state. When you're anxious, it might become quick and shallow. When you're relaxed, it naturally deepens and slows down. By consciously choosing to breathe slowly and evenly, you can send a powerful message of safety and calm back to your brain. You can actively soothe your own nervous system just by guiding your breath. Let's try it together for a moment. Take a slow, gentle breath in through your nose, feeling your belly expand. And now, a long, soft exhale through your mouth. Let go of any tension you might be holding. Again, breathe in peace and breathe out calm. With each cycle, you are communicating with your body in the language of pleasure, the language of care. Now, let's consider movement. Even in stillness, there is movement. The rise and fall of your chest, the subtle pulse of blood through your veins. Pleasure is often found in gentle, mindful movement. Think of the simple act of stretching when you first wake up. Your body instinctively knows what it needs, reaching and lengthening to release the stiffness of the night. That feeling of release, of space being created in your joints and muscles, is a form of pleasure. You can invite this pleasure into your day in small ways, gently rolling your shoulders back and down, slowly rotating your neck to release tension, wiggling your toes inside your shoes. These small, conscious movements are acts of kindness to your body. They are acknowledgments that you are listening, that you are attending to its needs. When we combine these elements, touch, rhythm, and movement, we unlock a deeper level of connection. This is the foundation of intimacy, both with ourselves and with others. It's about being present enough to notice the subtle shift in a partner's breathing, the warmth of their hand, the way their body responds to a gentle touch. This is communication beyond words. It's a shared experience, a dance of sensation and response. This language isn't something you need to learn from scratch. It is innate. It is your birthright. Society often teaches us to suppress or ignore these signals, to prioritize productivity and logic over sensation and feeling. But your body has never forgotten how to speak this language. It is simply waiting for you to listen again. As we draw this session to a close, take one final moment to check in with your body. How does it feel now compared to when we began? Is there a little more softness, a little more warmth, a little more peace? Whatever you notice, just accept it without judgment. This practice is a journey, not a destination. Remember that pleasure is your body's natural state of being. It's in the taste of your favorite food, the sound of beautiful music, the sight of a stunning sunset, and the feeling of a warm embrace. By cultivating awareness, you can access this pleasure in any moment. Now, let's talk about something fundamental, something we often overlook in our busy lives, the profound connection between a calm body and a clear mind. Have you ever felt so wound up that it's like you're wearing armor? Your shoulders are tense, your jaw is clenched, and the world feels a little muffled, a little distant. When our minds are racing, filled with 1,000 thoughts, our sensitivity to the world around us, and even to ourselves, begins to fade. Tension builds invisible walls inside us, and the beautiful, subtle conversation between our body and our mind gets disrupted. This is why relaxation is so much more than just a luxury. It's a necessity. It's not simply about finding a comfortable position. Relaxation is about giving yourself permission. Permission to let go, permission for your body to speak, and for your mind to listen. When you truly relax, you're opening up channels that have been constricted. You're allowing signals to travel freely from your body to your brain. Imagine it like clearing a pathway. Suddenly, warmth can flow, circulation improves, and a delicate sensitivity returns to your skin and your senses. So, before you try to understand a complex emotion, before you embark on a creative project, before you even try to connect deeply with another person, I invite you to begin with calm. Let's try it right now together. Wherever you are, just take a moment, sit or stand comfortably. Now, take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs gently, and then a long, soft exhale through your mouth. As you breathe out, feel your shoulders drop away from your ears. Feel that knot of tension between your shoulder blades begin to release. Let the muscles in your face soften, your jaw unclench. Feel your heartbeat. Don't try to change it, just notice it. As you continue to breathe slowly and intentionally, you might notice it slowing down. finding a rhythm that feels steady and natural. This isn't about forcing anything, it's about allowing your body to find its own peaceful equilibrium. What happens when your body finds this state of calm? An amazing thing occurs. Your emotions begin to follow. The storm of anxiety starts to quiet down. The frantic energy of stress dissipates. A calm body naturally gives rise to a clear mind. It's like letting the sediment in a glass of cloudy water settle to the bottom. Once the water is clear, you can see right through it. A clear mind allows you to experience your feelings, your sensations, your very life with a depth and richness that's free from the fog of judgment. You can simply feel without the need to label it good or bad, right or wrong. You can just be. This practice of finding calm isn't just a solo journey. It's also the foundation of true connection with others. Think about it. When do you feel most connected to someone? It's rarely in moments of chaos or rush. True connection flourishes in stillness. When two people can simply be in a space together, sharing a quiet moment, a powerful sense of trust begins to form. You don't even need words. The shared silence speaks volumes. When you take the time to consciously breathe together with a partner, a friend, or a loved one, something magical happens. Your bodies begin to synchronize. Your breathing patterns might start to align. Your heart rates might subtly echo one another. This is the biological basis of empathy and connection. It's in this shared state of calm that small gestures become incredibly meaningful. A gentle touch isn't just a touch. It becomes a whole conversation. A shared glance can convey more than 1,000 words. The more relaxed you are, the more every experience is transformed. Let's talk about pleasure in its broadest sense. The pleasure of a good meal, the beauty of a sunset, the joy of a meaningful conversation. When you're tense and in a hurry, you can't fully receive these gifts. Your body is braced for impact, not open to receiving. But in a state of calm, pleasure feels less like a performance or a goal to be achieved, and more like a gentle discovery. It's an unfolding. Pleasure is never a race. It's not about getting to a finish line. It is a rhythm, a dance of listening and responding. Listening to your own body, to its whispers and its needs. Responding with kindness and attention. Listening to the person you are with, to their nonverbal cues, to the energy they are sharing, and responding with presence and care. This dance can only happen when both partners are relaxed enough to hear the music. So I encourage you to make finding calm a daily practice. It doesn't have to be a long, formal meditation session. It can be 5 deep breaths before you start your car. It can be a minute of looking out the window and just noticing the clouds before you dive into your emails. It can be the conscious choice to put your phone away and just sit in silence for a few moments. These small acts of deliberate calm are investments. They are investments in your well-being, your clarity, and your capacity to connect. Each time you guide your body back to a state of relaxation, you are strengthening that neural pathway. You're teaching your nervous system that it's safe to let go. Over time, it becomes easier and more natural to access this state. You'll find yourself moving through life with less tension, more awareness, and a greater capacity for joy and connection. Remember, a calm body is a listening body. A listening body leads to a clear mind. And a clear mind is your gateway to feeling everything more deeply, more authentically, and more beautifully. Now, we're diving into a topic that's fundamental to pleasure, but often overlooked: comfort. It might sound simple, but understanding how comfort works can completely transform your experiences. Think about it. When you're truly comfortable, everything else just flows, right? Your body feels safe, supported, and ready to explore new sensations without any distractions. So, what do I mean by comfort? It's not just about a cozy blanket, although that helps. In the context of intimacy, comfort is about creating the perfect environment for your body to open up. Discomfort, whether it's physical or emotional, is a huge distraction. It pulls your mind away from the moment. But when you feel centered and at ease, you can truly focus on what you're feeling. This is where things like lubrication, warmth, and texture become so important. Let's talk about touch. A smooth, gliding touch feels incredibly different from a dry one, doesn't it? Friction can create resistance and even tension, both physically and mentally. It can make you brace yourself. But when you introduce smoothness, it brings a sense of focus and ease. Your mind doesn't have to worry about discomfort. It can simply enjoy the sensation. This is the magic of lubrication. It removes the friction, allowing for pure, uninterrupted connection and sensation. Now, I know the world of lubricants can seem overwhelming. There are so many options, but let's break it down into the two main types you'll see: water-based and silicone-based. Water-based lubricants are incredibly popular, and for good reason. They are super gentle, versatile, and closely mimic the body's own natural moisture. This makes them fantastic for enhancing sensitivity without feeling unnatural. They're also really easy to clean up, which is always a plus. Because they're water-soluble, they're safe to use with all types of materials. On the other hand, we have silicone-based lubricants. The key advantage of silicone is its staying power. It lasts much, much longer than water-based formulas because it doesn't get absorbed by the skin or evaporate. This makes it perfect for extended sessions or for moments when you want to explore in the shower or bath, as it won't wash away easily. It provides this incredibly silky, long-lasting glide that many people love. Just a little heads up, silicone can degrade some materials, so always check for compatibility if you're using toys. But it's not just about the base. The consistency or thickness of a lubricant also plays a huge role in your comfort. Think of it like a cushion. A thinner, more liquid-like lubricant can feel very light and natural, enhancing what's already there. But sometimes you might want something more substantial. Thicker gel-like blends can provide extra cushioning and support. This can be really helpful when you need a bit more padding to feel completely secure and at ease. It's all about finding what feels best for you and your body in that specific moment. Beyond the type and texture, let's talk about another simple yet powerful element: warmth. Have you ever been startled by a cold touch? It can make your muscles tense up instantly. The same goes for lubricant. Applying a cold gel can be a bit of a shock to the system and pull you out of the moment. A wonderful and easy trick is to simply warm the lubricant in your hands for a few seconds before applying it. You can just pour a little into your palm and rub your hands together. That simple transfer of warmth helps your body relax and respond more fluidly. It's a small detail that signals safety and care, making the experience feel so much more inviting. It's so important to remember that comfort isn't just a physical thing. It's deeply emotional. It's the reassurance that you're safe, that your feelings are valid, and that what you're experiencing is right for you. When you feel emotionally secure, you give yourself permission to let go and be present. This emotional comfort is built on trust, communication, and self-awareness. It's about checking in with yourself and making sure you feel good about what's happening. Physical comfort and emotional comfort are two sides of the same coin. You can't really have one without the other for a truly fulfilling experience. When you're comfortable, pleasure feels kind. It feels honest. It's not something you're chasing or forcing. It's something that unfolds naturally. By prioritizing your own comfort, you're practicing a profound form of self-care. You're telling yourself that your well-being matters most. This mindset is the foundation for a healthy and joyful relationship with your own body and pleasure. It's about moving away from pressure or expectation and moving toward genuine, feel-good moments. Pleasure truly begins with care. Taking the time to choose the right lubricant, to warm it in your hands, to ensure you feel emotionally safe, these are all acts of care. And it's this care that turns simple curiosity into real confidence. When you know you have the tools to make yourself comfortable, you feel more empowered to explore. You're not worried about what might go wrong. You're excited about what could feel amazing. This confidence allows you to be more adventurous, more present, and ultimately more connected to yourself. So, the next time you're thinking about intimacy, I invite you to put comfort at the very top of your list. Ask yourself, what do I need to feel completely at ease right now? Maybe it's a silky lubricant, a warm touch, or just a moment to breathe and get centered. By honoring your need for comfort, you're not just setting the stage for pleasure, you're cultivating a deeper, more loving relationship with yourself. We're diving into a topic that's all about connection, discovery, and self-care, exploring new sensations safely. It's a journey of getting to know yourself or rediscovering intimacy with a partner in a way that feels empowering and joyful. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's talk about how to make this exploration both exciting and incredibly safe. Exploring new sensations is like setting off on a wonderful adventure. There's a thrill in the unknown, a sense of curiosity about what you might discover. But just like any great explorer, you need a map and a safety kit. In this case, your body is the beautiful landscape you're exploring, and safety is the compass that guides you, the most important rule. Your body deserves patience, gentleness, and respect. It's not a race. It's a slow, beautiful dance. So where do we begin? We start slow. This is probably the most crucial piece of advice I can give. Think of it like dipping your toes into a warm bath instead of jumping right in. Your body needs time to acclimate, to understand what's happening, and to signal its readiness. Starting slow allows your nervous system to relax, shifting you from a state of alertness to a state of receptivity. Whether you're using a new tool, trying a different type of touch, or exploring a new area, begin with the lightest pressure, the slowest movement. This gentleness builds a foundation of trust between your mind and your body. Hand in hand with starting slow is the magic of lubrication. Honestly, I can't emphasize this enough. Lubricant is your best friend on this journey. It's not just a functional tool. It's an act of kindness to yourself. It reduces friction, which is essential for protecting delicate skin and tissues. Less friction means more comfort, which directly translates to more pleasure. When your body isn't tensing up against discomfort, it's free to open up to the good feelings. Think of it as softening the path ahead, making the entire experience smoother, silkier, and far more enjoyable. There are many types out there, water-based, silicone-based, oil-based, so do a little research to find what works best for you and any tools you might be using. As you begin your exploration, bring a sense of mindful awareness and curiosity to the experience. This isn't about just doing something. It's about feeling something. Close your eyes for a moment and tune in. What are you noticing? Pay attention to the subtle shifts in your body. Notice the warmth spreading, the muscles softening, the rhythm of your breath. Is your heart rate changing? Does a certain touch send a tingle down your spine? This is your body speaking to you. Your body's language is beautifully direct. If something feels too intense, too sharp, or just plain off, that's a clear signal to pause. Don't push through it. Pushing through discomfort teaches your body to associate exploration with stress, and that's the opposite of what we want. Take a break, breathe, and maybe try something different. On the flip side, when something feels lovely, soothing, or exciting, lean into it. Breathe deeply into that sensation. Allow it to expand and fill your awareness. This positive reinforcement teaches your body what it likes, creating a positive feedback loop of pleasure and trust. This is how you learn your unique sensory map. Now, if you're exploring with a partner, all these principles still apply, but we add another vital layer: communication. Clear, honest, and continuous communication is the bedrock of a safe and connected shared experience. It can feel vulnerable to speak up, but it's one of the most powerful ways to build intimacy. Talk about what feels good. Use simple words like more of that, a little softer, or I love when you do that. Just as importantly, speak up about what doesn't feel right. A simple let's pause for a second, or that's a bit too much for me right now, is essential. Remember, setting boundaries is not about creating barriers or rejecting your partner. It's an expression of profound trust. When you share a boundary, you're saying, I trust you to hear me and care for my well-being. And when your partner respects that boundary, they're saying, your safety and comfort are my priority. This mutual respect is incredibly sensual and creates a space where both of you can fully relax and be present, knowing you're in a safe container built on trust and care. Let's talk about your physical environment because that matters too. Create a space that feels calm, clean, and peaceful. This could mean dimming the lights, putting on some soft music, or lighting a candle with a scent you love. A serene environment helps your mind and body relax. And cleanliness is paramount. Always, always wash your hands thoroughly before you begin. If you're using any toys or tools, make sure they're made from body-safe materials like medical-grade silicone, glass, or stainless steel. These materials are non-porous, meaning they don't harbor bacteria and are easy to clean properly. Caring for your tools is a part of the ritual. After every single session, take the time to clean them according to the manufacturer's instructions. Usually, this means warm water and a specialized toy cleaner or gentle, unscented soap. This isn't just a chore. It's an extension of caring for yourself. A clean tool is a safe tool. By making this a non-negotiable part of your routine, you remove any worry or anxiety about hygiene, freeing up your mind to focus purely on pleasure. Ultimately, I want you to reframe the idea of safety. Safety isn't a boring list of rules that gets in the way of fun. Safety is sensual. It's what allows your body to truly let go. Think about it. You can't fully relax into pleasure if a part of your brain is worried about getting hurt, feeling uncomfortable, or dealing with an infection later. When you create a foundation of safety, you're giving your nervous system permission to stand down from high alert. You're telling your body, you are protected, you are cared for. You can surrender to this experience without fear. When that deep sense of security is present, pleasure can become effortless and expansive. Finally, remember that this journey of exploration is not about reaching a specific goal or achieving a certain outcome. It's not a performance. It's a process of listening, learning, and being present with yourself. Every small discovery, every moment of noticing what feels good, every time you honor a boundary, it all contributes to rebuilding or strengthening the trust your body has in itself and in the experience of pleasure. It is a beautiful way to reclaim your own narrative and connect with your body on your own terms. Be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and enjoy the adventure. We're talking about aftercare. Now, you might hear that word and think it only applies in certain contexts, but I want to broaden that definition today. We're going to explore aftercare as a fundamental act of self-respect, a way to honor our bodies and minds, and an essential closing chapter to any experience of pleasure, whether that's with a partner or just by yourself. Think about it. We put so much energy into creating moments of joy, connection, and pleasure. We set the mood, we focus on the experience, but what happens when it's over? Too often, we just jump up, get back to our to-do list, and rush right back into the hustle of daily life. The magic of the moment just evaporates. We're left feeling a little disconnected, maybe even a little empty, without really knowing why. That's where aftercare comes in. It's the gentle landing. It is the bridge that carries you from a heightened state of pleasure and sensation back to a place of calm, centeredness, and peace. It's the full stop at the end of a beautiful sentence, not just a comma before the next thing. So what does aftercare actually look like? It's not one size fits all, and it can be broken down into two main parts, the practical and the emotional. Let's start with the practical side because it's a tangible way to begin this practice of self-respect. If you use any personal wellness tools or pleasure aids, taking care of them is a direct reflection of taking care of yourself. This isn't just about hygiene, it's a ritual. Cleaning your tools right after use is a powerful message to your subconscious. It says this experience was valuable, and the things that facilitated it deserve respect. Don't just toss them aside. Take those few minutes to clean them properly. Use a gentle, fragrance-free soap or a specialized toy cleaner. Soaps with heavy perfumes or harsh chemicals can irritate your skin later and can also degrade the materials of your tools over time, whether they're silicone, glass, or something else. Be thorough but gentle. Make sure you rinse them completely to wash away any residue. Then, instead of just wiping them down and putting them away, let them air dry completely on a clean towel. This prevents any moisture from getting trapped, which is crucial for keeping them safe and hygienic. Once they're dry, think about storage. Tossing them into a drawer with a bunch of other random stuff is not the way. This is where you can really elevate the ritual. Store them in soft fabric pouches, like the ones they often come with, or even some simple cotton or velvet bags. This protects them from dust, lint, and getting scratched up. Keep them in a cool, dark place, away from direct sunlight or extreme temperatures, which can damage the materials. This act of carefully cleaning and storing your belongings does more than just maintain them. It reinforces the value of your pleasure practice. It tells your mind, this was a respected, cherished experience, and I am preparing with care for the next time. It's a beautiful, mindful act of closure. Now, let's move on to the second and arguably more profound part of aftercare, emotional and physical grounding. The practical cleanup is important, but returning your body and mind to a state of calm is where the real magic happens. After any peak experience, your nervous system is in a heightened state. You've been flooded with feel-good hormones. Just like you need a cool down after an intense workout, your emotional and physical self needs a cool down after intense pleasure. Rushing away from that can feel jarring, like being woken up by a loud alarm, so what can you do? It can be incredibly simple. One of the most basic and powerful things is to just drink a glass of water, rehydrate your body. This simple act grounds you in the present moment and tends to your physical needs. Another beautiful practice is stretching. You don't need to do a full yoga routine, just some gentle, intuitive movements. Reach your arms overhead, gently twist your torso, hug your knees into your chest. Listen to what your body is asking for. It's been through an experience, so allow it to unwind and release any tension. Or perhaps the most radical act of all in our busy world, do nothing. Just lie still for a few minutes. Don't grab your phone. Don't start planning your next meal. Just lie there. Feel the weight of your body on the bed. Notice your breath. Feel your heartbeat gradually slowing down. This stillness allows you to integrate the experience. It allows the pleasant sensations and emotions to settle, rather than being scattered to the wind. It's in these quiet moments that you can truly absorb the nourishment of pleasure. You can feel gratitude for your body and for the moment you just created for yourself. If you are with a partner, aftercare becomes a shared experience, and it can be one of the most intimate parts of your time together. This is where you build true connection that goes beyond the physical act. The moments after are just as important as the moments during. Instead of rolling over and going to sleep or checking your notifications, turn towards each other, hold each other. This doesn't have to be anything more than just lying skin to skin, feeling each other's breath. The power of touch doesn't end when the main event is over. A soft caress, stroking their hair, holding their hand, these small gestures are incredibly reassuring and bonding. You can also share soft words. You don't need to have a deep philosophical conversation. It can be as simple as, "That was wonderful," or "I feel so close to you right now," or even just a shared sigh of contentment. Check in with each other. How are you feeling? Is there anything you need? This communication reinforces that you care for each other as whole people, not just for the pleasure you can provide one another. You can bring each other a glass of water or share a small snack. These acts of service are acts of love. They build a foundation of safety, trust, and deep emotional intimacy that will enrich your relationship far beyond the bedroom. When you prioritize aftercare together, you are co-creating a sacred space where both of you feel seen, valued, and cared for long after the peak moments have passed. Ultimately, pleasure is not complete without care. Think of it like a delicious meal. The pleasure isn't just in the eating. It's in the sourcing of beautiful ingredients, the mindful preparation, the savored meal, and yes, even the gentle cleanup afterward that leaves the kitchen feeling respected and ready for the next creation. Without that final step, the experience feels unfinished. These small acts of cleanup and stillness, of hydration and connection, close the experience gently. They are the final loving notes in a beautiful piece of music. They transform a fleeting moment of pleasure into a lasting feeling of well-being and self-respect. So I invite you to start incorporating this into your life. Don't see it as a chore. See it as the final, most luxurious part of your pleasure practice. Whether you have 5 minutes or 30, claim that time. Give yourself that gift. You are honoring your body, your mind, and your experiences. You are telling yourself, I am worthy of care. I am worthy of a gentle landing. I am worthy of respect. And that is one of the most powerful messages you can ever give yourself. We're talking about aftercare. Now, you might hear that word and think it only applies in certain contexts, but I want to broaden that definition today. We're going to explore aftercare as a fundamental act of self-respect, a way to honor our bodies and minds, and an essential closing chapter to any experience of pleasure, whether that's with a partner or just by yourself. Think about it. We put so much energy into creating moments of joy, connection, and pleasure. We set the mood, we focus on the experience, but what happens when it's over? Too often, we just jump up, get back to our to-do list, and rush right back into the hustle of daily life. The magic of the moment just evaporates. We're left feeling a little disconnected, maybe even a little empty, without really knowing why. That's where aftercare comes in. It's the gentle landing. It is the bridge that carries you from a heightened state of pleasure and sensation back to a place of calm, centeredness, and peace. It's the full stop at the end of a beautiful sentence, not just a comma before the next thing. So what does aftercare actually look like? It's not one size fits all, and it can be broken down into two main parts, the practical and the emotional. Let's start with the practical side because it's a tangible way to begin this practice of self-respect. If you use any personal wellness tools or pleasure aids, taking care of them is a direct reflection of taking care of yourself. This isn't just about hygiene, it's a ritual. Cleaning your tools right after use is a powerful message to your subconscious. It says, this experience was valuable, and the things that facilitated it deserve respect. Don't just toss them aside. Take those few minutes to clean them properly. Use a gentle, fragrance-free soap or a specialized toy cleaner. Soaps with heavy perfumes or harsh chemicals can irritate your skin later and can also degrade the materials of your tools over time, whether they're silicone, glass, or something else. Be thorough but gentle. Make sure you rinse them completely to wash away any residue. Then, instead of just wiping them down and putting them away, let them air dry completely on a clean towel. This prevents any moisture from getting trapped, which is crucial for keeping them safe and hygienic. Once they're dry, think about storage. Tossing them into a drawer with a bunch of other random stuff is not the way. This is where you can really elevate the ritual. Store them in soft fabric pouches, like the ones they often come with, or even some simple cotton or velvet bags. This protects them from dust, lint, and getting scratched up. Keep them in a cool, dark place, away from direct sunlight or extreme temperatures, which can damage the materials. This act of carefully cleaning and storing your belongings does more than just maintain them. It reinforces the value of your pleasure practice. It tells your mind, this was a respected, cherished experience, and I am preparing with care for the next time. It's a beautiful, mindful act of closure. Now, let's move on to the second and arguably more profound part of aftercare, emotional and physical grounding. The practical cleanup is important, but returning your body and mind to a state of calm is where the real magic happens. After any peak experience, your nervous system is in a heightened state. You've been flooded with feel-good hormones. Just like you need a cool down after an intense workout, your emotional and physical self needs a cool down after intense pleasure. Rushing away from that can feel jarring, like being woken up by a loud alarm, so what can you do? It can be incredibly simple. One of the most basic and powerful things is to just drink a glass of water, rehydrate your body. This simple act grounds you in the present moment and tends to your physical needs. Another beautiful practice is stretching. You don't need to do a full yoga routine, just some gentle, intuitive movements. Reach your arms overhead, gently twist your torso, hug your knees into your chest. Listen to what your body is asking for. It's been through an experience, so allow it to unwind and release any tension. Or perhaps the most radical act of all in our busy world, do nothing. Just lie still for a few minutes. Don't grab your phone. Don't start planning your next meal. Just lie there. Feel the weight of your body on the bed. Notice your breath. Feel your heartbeat gradually slowing down. This stillness allows you to integrate the experience. It allows the pleasant sensations and emotions to settle, rather than being scattered to the wind. It's in these quiet moments that you can truly absorb the nourishment of pleasure. You can feel gratitude for your body and for the moment you just created for yourself. If you are with a partner, aftercare becomes a shared experience, and it can be one of the most intimate parts of your time together. This is where you build true connection that goes beyond the physical act. The moments after are just as important as the moments during. Instead of rolling over and going to sleep or checking your notifications, turn towards each other, hold each other. This doesn't have to be anything more than just lying skin to skin, feeling each other's breath. The power of touch doesn't end when the main event is over. A soft caress, stroking their hair, holding their hand, these small gestures are incredibly reassuring and bonding. You can also share soft words. You don't need to have a deep philosophical conversation. It can be as simple as, "That was wonderful," or "I feel so close to you right now," or even just a shared sigh of contentment. Check in with each other. How are you feeling? Is there anything you need? This communication reinforces that you care for each other as whole people, not just for the pleasure you can provide one another. You can bring each other a glass of water or share a small snack. These acts of service are acts of love. They build a foundation of safety, trust, and deep emotional intimacy that will enrich your relationship far beyond the bedroom. When you prioritize aftercare together, you are co-creating a sacred space where both of you feel seen, valued, and cared for long after the peak moments have passed. Ultimately, pleasure is not complete without care. Think of it like a delicious meal. The pleasure isn't just in the eating. It's in the sourcing of beautiful ingredients, the mindful preparation, the savored meal, and yes, even the gentle cleanup afterward that leaves the kitchen feeling respected and ready for the next creation. Without that final step, the experience feels unfinished. These small acts of cleanup and stillness, of hydration and connection, close the experience gently. They are the final loving notes in a beautiful piece of music. They transform a fleeting moment of pleasure into a lasting feeling of well-being and self-respect. So I invite you to start incorporating this into your life. Don't see it as a chore. See it as the final, most luxurious part of your pleasure practice. Whether you have 5 minutes or 30, claim that time. Give yourself that gift. You are honoring your body, your mind, and your experiences. You are telling yourself, I am worthy of care. I am worthy of a gentle landing. I am worthy of respect. And that is one of the most powerful messages you can ever give yourself. Have you ever noticed how your body speaks to you? Not in words, of course, but through a language all its own. Every subtle tingle, every unexpected shiver, every deep sigh, these aren't random occurrences. They're messages. They're your body's way of communicating vital information about your inner world. Think about it. Your skin, your largest organ, is covered in millions of nerve endings. Each one acts as a tiny translator, turning the physical sensation of touch into the rich tapestry of feeling and emotion. This language of touch is incredibly powerful. When you experience a gentle, caring touch, whether it's a warm hug from a friend, the comforting hand of a loved one, or even the mindful way you apply lotion to your own skin, something remarkable happens inside you. Your body responds by lowering stress hormones like cortisol. At the same time, it releases a flood of oxytocin, often called the hormone of trust or the cuddle hormone. This amazing chemical reaction does more than just make you feel good in the moment. It has lasting benefits. It can improve the quality of your sleep, soften the sharp edges of anxiety, and deepen your sense of connection with others and with yourself. Touch isn't just about stimulation. It's a fundamental form of communication. It conveys a message of safety, of being seen and cared for. It whispers to your nervous system, you are safe, you are supported, you belong. When we begin to truly listen to these physical messages, when we learn to decode the language of our own bodies, we start to build a powerful bridge. We create a beautiful, harmonious balance between our physical selves and our emotional selves. And in this space, simple pleasure can transform into something more profound, mindfulness in motion. So, what exactly is mindfulness? At its core, it's the simple practice of bringing your full, non-judgmental attention to the present moment. It is about slowing down enough to notice the details that are always there but often get lost in the hustle of daily life. When you deliberately slow down, you start to perceive the world differently. You feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, not just as heat, but as a comforting embrace. You notice the steady, reliable rhythm of your own breath, the gentle rise and fall of your chest with each inhale and exhale. This simple shift in awareness changes everything. When you apply this principle of mindfulness, it turns fleeting moments of pleasure into a deep sense of presence. Suddenly, every touch becomes more meaningful. It's no longer just a passing sensation, but an experience to be fully inhabited. Every pause in conversation or action isn't an awkward silence, but a moment for quiet reflection and connection. Mindfulness has the power to turn intimacy, whether with a partner or with yourself, into a form of meditation. It becomes a sacred practice of being fully present. When you're mindful, you're not just going through the motions. You're listening, truly listening on a much deeper level. You become more attuned to your own emotions and the emotions of those around you. This heightened awareness naturally leads you to better understand and respect your personal boundaries and the boundaries of others. It becomes easier to say yes to what feels right and no to what doesn't, because you're connected to your body's honest feedback. You start to find an unexpected beauty in stillness and the quiet moments between the noise. Over time, practicing mindfulness in this way builds a quiet, unshakable confidence. It's not a loud, ego-driven confidence, but a deep inner knowing that comes from being comfortable in your own skin. It transforms your relationship with pleasure from something you chase or seek outside of yourself into something you embody, a state of being you can access from within. It becomes a source of profound healing, helping you integrate past experiences and feel more whole. Ultimately, pleasure and mindfulness are not separate concepts. They are two sides of the same coin, working together to form a strong, resilient bridge between your body and your mind. They are the tools that help you reconnect with your innate wholeness. They gently remind you of a fundamental truth, that you are already complete, you are inherently worthy of calm, And you deserve a deep, meaningful connection first and foremost with yourself. As we bring our time together to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on the beautiful, intricate journey of self-discovery we've been exploring. It's a path that isn't about rushing to a destination, but about savoring each and every step along the way. Let this conversation be your gentle reminder. True, deep pleasure isn't something that can be forced or hurried. It doesn't grow from pressure, speed, or performance anxiety. Instead, it blossoms quietly and beautifully from a place of genuine curiosity, of tender care, and profound respect for yourself. Think of it like tending a garden. You can't command a flower to bloom overnight. You must provide it with the right conditions: good soil, sunlight, water, and patience. In the same way, pleasure flows naturally and effortlessly when you learn to listen to the quiet, subtle wisdom that your body holds within it. It's always communicating with you, sending signals and whispers about what feels good, what feels right, and what feels safe. Our task is simply to quiet the noise of the outside world long enough to hear it. So I invite you to explore at your own pace. There is no universal timeline, no right way to do this. Your journey is uniquely yours, a personal and sacred exploration. The most important rule is to always, always choose your comfort and safety first. This means creating an environment, both physically and emotionally, where you feel secure enough to be vulnerable, to be open, and to truly let go. Your journey should always feel gentle and affirming, like a warm embrace, not a demanding race. If at any point it doesn't feel that way, it's a sign to pause, reassess, and perhaps choose a different path for that moment. Your well-being is the absolute priority. Here at Lovva, we are guided by a core belief: education inspires confidence. We believe that the more you understand your own body, the more you understand its needs and its desires, the more freedom you will experience. This isn't just about anatomical knowledge, though that is a wonderful foundation. It's about a deeper, more intuitive understanding. It's about learning your body's unique language. When you know what brings you joy, what brings you comfort, and what brings you a sense of connection, you are empowered. You are no longer navigating in the dark. You have a compass, and that compass is your own inner wisdom. This knowledge dispels fear and replaces it with a powerful sense of self-assurance. Our collection of products has been thoughtfully and mindfully designed with this principle at its heart. Each item is created to be a supportive tool, a gentle guide to help you explore your body safely and with intention. We want to provide you with companions for your journey that encourage curiosity, not pressure. Whether you are just beginning to ask these questions and take your first tentative steps into self-exploration, or you are continuing a lifelong journey of learning and discovery, our goal is to support you. Remember that this process of learning about yourself is never truly over. Our bodies change, our emotions shift, and our needs evolve. The journey is a continuous, beautiful unfolding. Let's reframe what pleasure truly is. It's so much more than just a fleeting physical sensation. Pleasure is connection. It is the magical, intricate bridge that links your body, your mind, and your emotions into a harmonious whole. Think about it. A truly pleasurable experience isn't isolated to one part of your being. Your mind is present, your emotions are engaged, and your body is responsive. It's a holistic experience. When you take the time to honor your physical sensations, when you listen to what feels good and lean into it without judgment, you are doing something incredibly powerful. You are honoring your entire self. You are sending a message to every part of your being that you are worthy of feeling good, that your needs matter, and that you deserve care and attention. In this light, pleasure becomes a form of profound awareness. It's an act of mindfulness. It requires you to be present in the moment, to tune out distractions, and to focus your attention inward. This is a skill that benefits every area of your life. When you practice being present with your body, you become more present with your loved ones, more present in your work, and more present with the world around you. It's a practice of being fully alive, and perhaps most importantly, pleasure is care. It is a fundamental act of self-care. In a world that often demands so much from us, that pulls us in a million different directions, taking the time to connect with our own pleasure is a revolutionary act of self-preservation. It is replenishing your well, filling your cup so that you can engage with the world from a place of fullness, not depletion. It's acknowledging that your well-being is not a luxury, but a necessity. Ultimately, pleasure is love in motion. It's the physical expression of self-love, self-acceptance, and self-compassion. It's allowing yourself to receive, to feel good, and to experience joy without guilt or shame. It's a dynamic, flowing energy that circulates through your body, mind, and spirit, nurturing and healing as it goes. When you embrace pleasure in this holistic way, you are embracing the deepest, most authentic parts of yourself. This is the heart of what we believe at Lovva. We invite you to discover this profound connection for yourself, the beautiful, seamless link between your body, your mind, and your emotions. This connection is your birthright. It's a source of strength, wisdom, and boundless joy that resides within you, waiting to be explored. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today, for being open to this conversation, and for taking this step on your personal journey. It's a privilege to share this space with you. If this message resonated with you, if it sparked a little bit of curiosity or offered a moment of comfort, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. By joining our community, you'll get more content designed to support and inspire you on your path of discovery. We have so much more to share with you. Until next time, be gentle with yourself, be curious, and take good care.